Hey, BucNation, what's up? Yes, I am losing my voice. So I want to make this video before I completely lose my voice. I was told that if you drink whiskey, it will help, but we'll see. Anywho, like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know the intro. Today, I'm going to do something different. And I've been thinking about this at work. I want to do this series where I talk about, since our season is over with, thanks to the Dallas Cowboys, I want to talk about the most underrated and people who don't get enough credit for what they've done for our organization, for our franchise, and I'm talking about players. And I got a list of them. But the first person I want to talk about is, of course, our last rookie of the year, Cadillac Williams. So, before we get into it, let's get some background. The previous season, we went 4-12. It was the bottom of the division. We sucked. And we had a high draft pick, a lottery pick, and it was the 5th overall pick. So 2005, we get this running back out of Auburn, Carnell Cadillac Williams. Now, we select Cadillac Williams, and Jeff Reynolds, Pro Football, predicted that Cadillac Williams was the rookie most likely to have the greatest impact in the 2005 season. At the Senior Bowl, John Gruden, who was the coach at the time, was salivating over Cadillac. He put him out real early. Don't think that was a coincidence. He's the offense. Gruden had set up Cadillac a bust. So the makings were already there that we were going to draft Cadillac Williams in the first round. It was already there. I mean, John Gruden was already forming his offense to be a run-heavy game. Excuse me. Now, I didn't know who Cadillac Williams was. I was in the 10th grade in high school. I don't watch college. I don't watch college to this day. So I didn't know about the draft. I just knew about the players that we drafted when they come onto our team as the rookies. But I didn't know anything about this guy. And a friend came up to me and said, oh, y'all might do something. Y'all drafted Cadillac Williams. First thing with our mind was, I don't know you and I don't like you, so why the fuck are you talking to me? But second was, who is this Cadillac Williams? So then I, saw some highlights, and he had a 6-touchdown game versus Mississippi State. Now, I don't care who you are. 6 touchdowns is 6 touchdowns. So that just told me everything I need to know. So Madden 06 comes out. That's with Donovan McNabb on the front cover. One of the last great Maddens. And this one, they had the quarterback vision. Y'all remember? Excuse me. They had the quarterback vision. And I see we got this guy, Cadillac Williams, Carnell Williams. And I'm like, I'm hyped. I'm like, man, I want to play with this dude. I'm telling my friend, one of my best friends at the time, bragging about this dude. I never seen this guy play a snap of NFL ball, but I'm so bragging about Cadillac Williams. It's just because he was the 5th overall pick. And I'm bragging about this guy. Now, side note, in Auburn, he was splitting carries with Ronnie Brown, who went number 2 to the Dolphins. So both Auburn star running backs went to a Florida team, right? Anywho, so we playing Madden 06. I'm playing with this Cadillac Williams guy, and I'm just dominating. I even have a kick return. I want Cadillac Williams to be the Reggie Bush of Madden. Just all the yards, everything goes to Cadillac Williams. So, excuse me. So season runs around, and Ronnie Brown makes a bet. It's basically saying that between him and Cadillac, because they were like best friends, whoever had the most rushing yards. Now, Ronnie Brown was splitting carries with Ricky Williams. Cadillac Williams was basically the starter. He already had offense catered to him. So first game against the Minnesota Vikings. And they're already talking about this guy, Troy Williamson, what he's going to do. And he's just a speedy running back. Excuse me. He's a speedy running back, whatever. Now, we drafted another tight end, Alex Smith. He had 2 touchdowns that game. And it don't get mentioned that Alex Smith had his first 2 touchdowns in week 1 of his rookie season. So 17-13, we were up by 4 with under 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 10. I'm sorry, 3rd and 1. We need to ice the game to win the game. Just get 1 yard, ice the game. And Cadillac Williams gives 1 yard and 70 more and does this.
Got it. And more. Cadillac off to the races. Welcome to the NFL, the other rookie.
Now, Cadillac Williams hits a 71-yard touchdown run. If you look and see who was blocking from Cadillac Williams, it was Michael Clayton. Michael Clayton, number 80, was a rookie last season, and his rookie season, he set the NFL record for rookies with catches with 80 yards, and he was a 1,000-yard receiver on top of that. Now, hindsight being 2020, we both know how their careers ended. Their rookie season was their best season between Cadillac Williams and Michael Clayton. But at that moment, you had to be ecstatic as a Bucs fan. We had the old remnants of the Super Bowl team, Derrick Brooks, Rondé Barber, we had Mike Allstott, Michael Pittman. We had remnants of those guys. And then we had veterans that helped, the Joy Galloways. And then we had the new era, I like to call it, the Cadillac Williams and the Michael Clayton. So we had this mixing pot of just generations of our franchise. And we just felt that we got Michael Clayton, who's going to be number 1 receiver soon. And then this Cadillac Williams guy, who in his first ever NFL game puts up 148 yards and a touchdown. And then next game against Buffalo, to show that it wasn't a fluke, he put up 128 and a touchdown. But then against Green Bay, he goes for a career high. Now this is only his 3rd NFL game. His career high was his week 1 game with 148. He puts up 158 yards against Buffalo. And there was a career high. On top of that, we started 4-0 on the season, undefeated through our first 4 games. In 2002, we won Super Bowl. We went 12-4. We went 3-1. I'm not saying nothing now. I'm just comparing numbers, apples and oranges, right? His first 4 games, Cadillac Williams had 434 yards, which is the record for most yards by a rookie through their first 4 games of the NFL season. It got to the point that they got his gloves and cleats and Canton in the Hall of Fame. So he is technically in the Hall of Fame. His DNA is in the Hall of Fame, so we got that going for us. But week 4, he gets injured against Detroit, and that seemed to be the running theme of Cadillac Williams' career. And he gets injured in week 4, and he could have had more than 434 yards if he didn't get injured. But he didn't have a 100-yard game all the way to week 7 against the Falcons. We had 116 on just 19 carries. Now, the reason I fast forward, because he wasn't getting a lot of yards, and the injury was just starting to sap his ability. It was like when you play Pokemon Stadium and they hit you with a poison, and it just saps your energy throughout the duration of the battle. But Christmas Eve, he had a monster game. In overtime win against the Falcons, he put up 150 yards, almost a career high, but 8 yards short. So I want to bring this up. 14 games, 1,178 yards, 6 touchdowns. Now I want to compare something. Sir Alexander was the 2005 MVP. He had 1,880 yards, and he had 28 touchdowns, but he had 1,880 yards. If Cadillac would have kept his pace of 434 yards through the first 4 weeks, he would have had 1,736, and that's with the injuries. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Cadillac Williams could have almost had more yards than the NFL leading rusher. Now, the 6 times Cadillac Williams went over 100 yards, we were 6-0, undefeated. And he missed 2 games. So when he went under 100 yards, we was a 500 team at 4-4. And then fast forward, it got to 11-5. We made the playoffs. We go to the wild card against the Washington football team. And that's when they had the Clinton Portis and everything. And we lost 17-10. I remember that game vividly. We was down 17-3 at halftime. And then Chris Sims rushed for a touchdown. He threw the ball into the cannon. And that was, after that, Cadillac Williams' season just went downhill. And it was sad. One of the biggest what if in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. Hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe. Hope my voice gets better. Talk to you guys later.